This theater project is titled Children and Soldiers. Dance is an essential part of it. 16-year-old Alyona is taking care of the choreography. The director comes from Germany, but he's been working in Ukraine for many years.
Speak up and listen to each other.
Popasna is a town in Ukraine's Donbas region. All roads leading east are blocked. The combat zone is just beyond. Every night, Alyona can hear the artillery from her home. But today, all she can think of is the premiere. Her grandmother, Nina, asks what they'll be putting on this evening. A play? A poetry reading? No, says Alyona. We'll be telling stories. All right, says her grandmother. By the way, our boy sleeps back there. Her little brother, Matvey, will also be appearing in Alyona's story this evening. Some of the actors come from the checkpoint at the edge of town. There, the soldiers keep a goose they've named after President-elect Donald Trump.
As soon as Trump does something bad to Ukraine, we'll eat him. Until then, he can live.
Lieutenant Pastushok shows us his quarters, a dugout. He says only thanks to the theater project has he finally gotten to know the local young people.
We mainly run into older civilians here, and these older people have been annoying me for 3 years now. I'm sick of explaining to them that we are not Americans, and that these are not American guns.
Popasna's House of Culture. Everybody's a bit nervous ahead of the premiere. The young people and the soldiers have together developed and rehearsed a documentary theatrical presentation.
We'll be talking about why a war is raging here. And there are people in our group who have differing views. But that's exactly why it's so important for us to use theater to create a forum where these differing views can be expressed.
It's curtain time. Some of the spectators have come straight from the front, still carrying their guns. Word has gotten around that soldiers are here, telling stories about life in the field and the time away from their families. Lieutenant Pastushok has written a song about the longing he feels during the cold nights in the bunker.
У вигнанні холодних ночей я чекаю, я вірю, я ношу, що периною карих очей ти прийдеш і мою грієш душу.
Other stories are very different, stories of the horrors of war. Alyona's brother listens as she tells about how deathly afraid she was for him one time.
When a shell hit very close to us, I looked at him, and all at once he fell silent. He was silent. I don't know for how long, maybe 10 or 20 seconds.
It turned out all right, though. Her brother found his voice again. Some of the actors talk about the dead and injured, among them an uncle who was killed by a shell. On stage, she says, it feels like she's throwing off a great burden. She feels a sense of relief and peace. The physical traumas are released through dance, the emotional ones through language. The theater project is far more than entertainment. It's therapy for the wounds of war.
I see this as a kind of therapy, if it actually works. I think now everyone here knows that they're not alone with either their suffering or their joy.
For a moment, on a stage in Popasna, eastern Ukraine, the political whys and wherefores no longer matter.